Hi, and welcome to Three Loud Women. We're filming here live at IKEA Sunrise, and we actually have a studio audience, which is really exciting for us. We are part of, and them, I would hope.
Yes.
We are, applause. We love our audience. We're part of the IKEA family, and we hope that you become part of the IKEA Family Rewards Program, too. My name is Allison Thompson, also known as Therapy Head. I'm a psychotherapist who believes that therapy can be fun, and I'm here to bring my 20 years of experience to the IKEA table. Do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
She refuses to
I
do it.
refuse.
It's very camp.
Hi.
We will rock you.
Okay.
Wow. We're going to have to start all over.
No, we're not.
Hi.
We let it fly.
I'm Stephanie Goldberg-Glazer. I'm the Florida Keys girl. I'm obsessed with all things food, wine, and travel, and I bring these passions to Three Loud Women.
Yes, you do. And I am Tiana McDonald, the InStyle Diva, and I am loud and proud about style, social media, and motherhood. I love you guys. I gotta keep reassuring my kids I love them because by the time they get 12, they'll think I hate them.
You don't let them watch these, do you?
But they do watch.
Oh, God.
That's another.
All right, we're not going to get off. We're not going to get off topic. So today we have a special guest. We have Darah, warrior mom, and she is also a life coach specifically focused on coping. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Darah, and then we have some great questions for her, and she's going to tell us a little bit about resilience, which is good because you saw resilience just now. We got interrupted, and we kept on going. We kept on going.
I'm interrupting you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just keep going.
Oh, I'm going to show you how resilient I am. Okay, Darah's been published both online and in print since 2009. She was formerly a columnist with the Happy Herald, an inspirational monthly Palm Beach newspaper, and contributed to Broward Family Life in the Words of Wisdom section. Since 2010, she's a featured blogger for the Miami Herald's MomsMiami.com, which is great. Absolutely, MomsMiami.com is fabulous for moms. And since 2011, the family editor and a columnist for the print magazine The Parent Notebook. She's shared her personal story of survival on talk radio countless times, and audiences are empowered by her message of courage and faith and perseverance. Known through social media as the warrior mom, Darah is completely bilingual, holds a BS in psychology, MA in international relations, and is a certified life coach who incorporates her pearls of wisdom into her teaching in order to empower others to develop resiliency, aka hard skin, which I like to call, crocodile skin. Yeah. And we're going to talk later. Her debut book, she's got a book coming out, which we're really excited about, called Stuck in the Moment, is due out April 3rd, and we're going to talk more about that towards the end of the show so you know where to find her. So we're going to talk about chaos and resiliency today. So welcome, Darah.
Thank you.
Welcome, Darah.
Thank you.
So, look, when chaos hits, and I think chaos is very different for everybody. What chaos, it could be catastrophic, to chaos being that you're going to an important business meeting and you spilled coffee all over your shirt.
Sure.
It could be a death in the family,
at this table.
or coffee on the shirt. When chaos hits, we know that you have certain pearls of wisdom. And so today we'd like to be able for you to be able to highlight and showcase 3 of them. And then leave everyone a little hanging with some information because they know you've got some more pearls of wisdom.
Exactly.
So what are your top 3 pearls of wisdom that you can share with us?
Okay.
Oh, and she has 5 children.
So she knows chaos.
Well, thank you for having me.
Our pleasure.
I do want to say that adversity is an inescapable component of the human experience. We can be as careful and controlled in our life as we want to be, but eventually it's going to hit. So what do we do when it hits? Well, some of the techniques...
Well, there's our trooper.
But when they find your space that you had...
Some of the techniques that I kind of stumbled upon, I call them my pearls of wisdom, were born out of just being in the moment and dealing with things that I didn't plan for. I didn't sign up for it. So some of them aren't your typical, what your therapist would recommend that you do. They wouldn't bring you back to their couch. They'd probably lose money on you.
Oh, you'd be one of those, huh?
But I'll just tell you two quick ones that I thought of. Really, like, for example, what I used to do when I was going through really hard times was I would buy myself military fatigues, pull them on in the morning, and pretend to invoke my childhood imagination and pretend I'm going to war. I'm in battle.
Like being a female warrior.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. I dressed the part. I told myself I was a warrior. People thought I was
Did you
psychotic.
go out in public like that?
I did.
Oh, because that's where I would have said, if I'm getting all this, I'm going out. Yeah, I'm taking it out.
Because, you know, you're in battle, you're surviving. So whatever you have to do, you got to do it. Because the key is if it works and it gets you through, then
whatever
you go with it.
works.
Whatever
works. So it could be non-traditional.
Non-traditional. For example, another thing that I suggest is focus on the frivolous. You're not avoiding the topic. You're not avoiding but you don't have to wallow in it. You don't have to dwell in it. So let's say you're going through a medical emergency and at the same time you want to redo your bedroom. Focus on fixing up your bedroom.
Okay.
Because that's something that's going to give you that balance.
So are you saying that you could deal with a medical emergency at the same time as redecorating your house?
Absolutely.
Okay. How do you as you because you know you and I speak the same language because I'm a non-traditional therapist. I don't believe in the analysis and the whys and I believe in look, hey, where is it that you want to be and how are we going to get you there? So what do you do to get to that place?
Well, what I do is you'd probably call it a fragmentation of personality, but I literally will deal with what I have to deal with, but at the same time I balance it out with the frivolous.
Okay.
And I balance it out on focusing on those that I love, or
so
focusing on something, picking up the kids, making sure that I put that nervous energy into making sure I prepare them a good dinner.
We have actually talked about that a lot. We've talked about when stress, as part of our stress and all that topics, we've talked about how to deal with it, and some of it is you got to do stuff for yourself.
Absolutely. And for others.
So when that nervous energy gets there, and I mean where you are like a mummy, like what do you, seriously, because it's debilitating sometimes, where you're just like, you know.
You don't stop. You keep moving.
Like where you want to hide under the cover.
Yeah,
you don't
just don't want to get up.
You don't stop. You get up and you make it your mission to just keep going. And what you said, Allison, about giving back, if you give to other people, even hanging out with the old neighbor, the lady that lives on the corner that has no friends, you go sit and have a cup of coffee with her. You're taking your mind off yourself. You're getting your mind off of your own
Even if you open a door for a stranger or hold something for them, or I find
you still have to be nice to other people. That's the bottom line.
So that's a part of resiliency that I never really realized that kind of fit into that part. Now, one other thing you talked about, naturally we talked about relying on other people for support.
Right.
We talk about that a lot because we rely on each other, and so I'm guessing that's one of your pearls.
Support is huge. Support is huge. Our natural tendency might be to cocoon ourselves. We just lost our job. We're embarrassed. We're ashamed. We used to be this big shot or whatever adversity struck. When people come and they want to help you, you have to push yourself to seek them out and be with them.
You have to let them help you.
You have to let them join you on your journey.
Oh, that's how I can say, join me on my journey, like I'm going on a cruise.
That's it. No, you have to.
Well, because I'm going to have to make light of it, because there's certain things where you're just like, I don't know if I want to let these freaking people in.
You know what?
You don't have to let everybody in.
But you can have a select group.
You can have a few.
Everyone's
going on their own journey. Yeah. No one's up all the time. Life is a cycle. Sometimes we're down, so we can't just cocoon ourselves and only emerge when we're on and victorious.
So this is really about being naked and vulnerable.
Being totally authentic.
I'm fat.
Can we go back to
metaphorically?
This is not the fat show.
I know. You said naked, I got mortified.
And the last one that I wanted to touch on is reinventing yourself and innovating. Because I thought when I read your information, I thought that was very interesting. It was a very interesting piece of information.
Yes.
So can you just touch on that for a moment?
Basically, whatever your faith is, whatever your spirituality is, when something happens that comes into your life, you have to embrace it. You don't have to like it, but it's part of your life experience. So what you do is you think, maybe this is a sign that 20 years of being a librarian is enough. Maybe I'm supposed to explore my childhood passion. I don't have time, I'm working, it's not bringing any money. Toughen up, have a cup of coffee, stay up late at night, work on it. Take charge of your future. There's no,
it's not just going to happen to you. You have to make it happen.
You have to work on it.
But what resonates is like the letting people help you, because I have.
She's on pearl number 2.
I'm still.
It's so important. You know what happens? I'll tell you what happens is people are around when adversity first strikes, and then everyone goes off and gets back to their life. And if you're not dealing with it or processing until a year later,
you have to reach out.
People are like, wait a minute, didn't we
deal with
already
that
deal with
already?
it
Right.
already?
But you know,
Sorry.
part of the problem also is that people offer to help you in a lot of ways, but they don't really mean it.
Yeah, right. Well,
Well-
you mean when someone says, "Hey, how are you?" and I'm like, "Hey, do you really want the answer?"
Right. When I was recently moving,
Can I help you move?
People
Yeah, I
you
can.
out,
Really,
never offer.
You
say
did.
yes.
You offered, and you go, I just
Yes.
want to tell you
And then
something.
you know
I
what?
never
Those
asked
people
And then
are
they
right.
don't show up. Well, you know what? I call them the pretenders.
Oh, I like that band.
You know what? I love those lyrics.
You know.
Anyway, the pretenders. As we get older, there's no
You
time
know,
for pretenders.
right? You
It's just
know.
bye-bye,
You
people.
know what? The ones that are down, the people that have been with you when
I got
you went
some
through
down
the worst
people.
The
times.
ride or die people.
Those are
yes.
the ones you wanted. Those are, they
And I
got
think
your
that's-
back. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
those are the ones that you can rely on.
So
and
listen,
call.
share with our audience, with either our live or our hello live audience or our our audience out there. Share with them the one nugget of information before we leave today. What's just the most important thing to you to be resilient?
The most important thing that I would say is to embrace anything that is thrown at you. You're not going to like it. It might make you miserable, but just know that it's going to make you stronger, and that strength is going to build confidence. And when, just like Eleanor Roosevelt says, that you look at some horror and you stare it in the face and you said, man, I got through that. I could take anything. And that confidence will take you into anything in life that you want to do. So again, you don't have to like it, but just embrace it. It's part of your life and your experience.
Thank you
So
so
it's
much.
not gonna
And
go
and
away.
you know what? You've done that today, being on camera, because I know that's not your favorite. So I appreciate that.
Shall I mention that?
You can.
You
in
can
10
absolutely.
seconds, you can
And
let
then
them
I want
know.
you to tell us where we can find you. The
Yeah,
name
that's
of your
I'm
book,
gonna-
and
I'm
when
gonna
it's
wrap
coming
her
out.
up.
Okay. Well, before they wrap me up and package me in a nice, pretty bow, I had a paralysis on the left side of my face, so I was trying to tell them ahead of time to position me to the right. Last night I had an epiphany, and I said, it doesn't matter. It gives credibility to who I am and what I've been through, which you'll find in my book. So put me on the left.
Right. We put her on the left.
Put her on the left.
So this is about being resilient.
Stare it in the face.
And being resilient, being authentic. This is who you are. Wear your battle wounds proudly.
Oh,
So
nice.
Okay.
so tell us where we can find your book.
You want to tell them about the book, or you want me to tell them?
You can go ahead and tell them if you'd like.
I get to tell them. Stuck in the Moment, that is the name of the book, is due
love
out
that title.
April 3rd, and you can pre-order via Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and Darah, D-A-R-A-H, Zeledon, Z-E-L-E-D-O-N.com, which we will post
We'll put
on our website.
yeah.
And there's special free gifts that go out to those that purchase on the book launch day. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And beginning February 15th, you can go to the website, which we will post for you, and register for notifications for the responder list. So we really thank you, Warrior Mom. Thank you for being with us.
Thank
you.
Thanks for coming.
You're awesome.
Thanks.
And where
Great
can you want to tell them
stuff.
where they can find us? Are we done?
3 Loud
Did we end
Women.
that?
Just Google us at this point. You know us. Just Google us.